over to Rangers, Pete. We thought Rangers might move for Kwame Poku in the January transfer window, but that did not happen. Could we see them maybe make a competitive offer for him with that new takeover seemingly underway for Rangers?
Yeah, I think between 5 and 7 probably would be a reasonable fee to get him out of Watford. And if Watford don't win promotion, which is looking unlikely, then the player himself could maybe push for that move to the Premier League if Everton do firm up their interest. Yeah, if they don't qualify for the Champions League, I don't think there's any chance that they'll be signing Samu to play alongside Alex Isak. That would be a dream scenario for Eddie Howe because obviously they might be in the market for a new striker with Callum Wilson's contract expiring in the summer and looking like he could end up leaving Newcastle. Samu's a top player. Paul was, I think, was at the game Porto Man United earlier in the season when he got a couple of goals. So he's proved that he can do it against Premier League defences. As you said, Chelsea very close to signing him in
Rafa
the summer
Benitez
before
is being
he
linked
had a
with the Rangers job. Could they
rethink
really
on that whole
possibly
one and
bring him
decided
in
not
for
to move
next
there and
season
ended up
as
going to
the
Porto
new
from
manager?
Atletico Madrid, and he's really
I'm
been
not so sure
successful in
he's fit
Portugal.
enough. I'm not
20
so sure
goals
he'll
in
get it.
32
I'm
games
not
in
so
all
sure he'll
competitions
get
for the
it.
Portuguese Giants.
It'll take
The
him
thing is,
a
for
couple of years, I
Newcastle,
think.
if they're not able to qualify for the Champions League, I can't see how they'll be able to afford Samu due to PSR and FFP, and also trying to attract the player with that Champions League football would be a very hard sell for the club. And if he continues his great run of form between now and the end of the season, I think there'll be a number of clubs who'll be lining up moves for the Spain international. We've got the likes of Aston Villa, Arsenal, West Ham, all monitoring his situation as well. But yeah, we know we've seen it in the past with Portuguese clubs. They do demand huge fees for their players because they have them all on big release clauses. I think his release clause is around 82.5 million. I don't think it would take that to get him out of Porto. I'm sure there'll be room for negotiation there, but obviously the Portuguese side are in a very strong position to demand a huge fee because he's under contract until 2029. So I think it's a hard deal to do for Newcastle. Maybe if Isak was to leave and they have a huge transfer fee from his potential departure, maybe then they could go and sign Samu. But if they don't have Champions League football, I think it's a very hard deal for Newcastle to try and complete.
Press conference about Rangers and what he said. I think there's more chance of him going there than Rafa Benitez. And actually, from a Rangers point of view, if I was a Rangers fan, I'm looking at that going, yeah, go on, give me Jose. Let's see what he can do with this club. Might not be the best style of football, but actually his box office, he's brilliant. He's the knowledge that he's got, the passion he's got for the game, and what Jose shows you now. If his passion for the game had gone, he wouldn't be in Turkey. He wouldn't be in Turkey trying to crack the Turkish league. If Jose Mourinho wanted an easy dollar or an easy pound, whatever he's earning Turkish lira, he'd be in another league in the world. You know, he'd maybe go to Saudi Arabia, manage there, and and all of a sudden, you know, he's doing a job there, getting extremely well paid for it. But actually, he wants to crack the Turkish league. His passion for football, his desire to win, his desire for trophies. For me, I mean, I know I'm going off topic here, but I just think that he would be a really good fit for Rangers. Rafa Benitez, not so much, but Jose, I could certainly see that one happening. And like I've said in the past before, the size of Rangers and the size of Celtic, when they're competing in European competition, these two football clubs are massive football clubs in Europe. So I think, you know, rather than looking at a manager of the level that they maybe think they should, you know, with the new ownership coming in, I think the recruitment bar should be set higher for Rangers. I don't see why not. The finances are there to do it now with the takeover. The understanding of the business now stood at the side of the club, and I think the bar should be set higher for recruitment.